Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome to my Mountain Blade 2 Early Access review. Easy as that. So there are a few caveats to begin with. That is obviously, the game is an open beta, will change, will probably have changed by the time you even watch this this video, because, things are moving at such a fast pace. Tailward's doing a really good job actually of doing a lot of patch updates and fixing a lot of stuff as they're going through and finding it. So, they have been pretty good at that. There's been a couple of instances where I've been stuck in the main story, or certain mechanics aren't working properly for me, and then, I'll have gone on it the next day or within the next few hours, and there's a patch which has addressed those bits. So, kudos to them for, really taking it on board and doing everything that needs to be done to make the game as playable as possible in this early state. So, you can expect that going forward, I think, as they do more work on the fundamental parts of it as well. So this battle here is the final battle before the Southern Empire won the whole map. I do have a small series of my last 3 battles as the Kingdom of Burman, and I'll be going through and doing some voice is over there and giving you sort of a bit of backstory to how that campaign went. So unfortunately my game got to a point where one country had taken over one kingdom, had taken over the whole map, which I must say, and a lot of people echo this, it didn't happen that often within Warband. So definitely the mechanics are different in there, and they do need rebalancing. For me, that sort of thing shouldn't really happen, I guess. There should be a bit more of maybe more penalties to factions that get too big, for example. But one of the things I've really enjoyed is, the mechanics in terms of fighting seem very similar to Warband, but a bit more in depth. There's more to do with how proficient your character is, and really the timing of your swings. It seems to be they've updated the physics a lot more in regards to the combat. And I know on the surface you might think, oh, it's just a slightly updated Warband with better graphics, but in truth, a lot of the aspects of the game have been tweaked, moved around, and lots more stuff has been added in. Not least the idea of smithing your own weapons, or being able to buy a shop, or have caravans, that sort of stuff. It all fits in together really nicely. I think it will do once they've figured out all the little niggles and what have you. I mean, I have experienced a fair few bugs in my time playing it. Some of them on the main map, some of them in battles, but overall, I would say my experience has been pretty safe. Nothing has stopped me from progressing, really. I mean, obviously it got patched, it got fixed, but I don't class that as being too bad. The whole idea of the game is to effectively, it's a bit of a sandbox, so sticking to the main story is not all that important for me per se, from that point of view. And the fundamental in terms of how battles fight and recruiting, all that sort of stuff, and food, and all the stuff that is quite fundamental to having a game that just works. They've got that down pretty much, and I don't know how much more they'll continue to work on that, but the game is as I had hoped it would be for an early access, for it coming out in early access. So I think that now is probably a good time to buy it if you are interested, because you can get a bit of a discount now. And it is definitely very fun to play as is. As I say with pretty much all early access games, it has to be in a stage where it's fun now, because there's no promise that it will get any better. And we've been quite fortunate, as I said, that they've made and kept doing the updates, and I'm pretty sure, I have confidence that they will, because of how good they have been so far and previously. And if you're into these sort of games and the Warband games, then yeah, go ahead. The only thing I've not yet tried out is the online, and that is something I will be looking at, over the course of the next few months of isolation, because why not? It's such a good time for it to come out, really. I've plunged so many hours in this over the last week, and I've really enjoyed it. Probably maybe a little bit, sick of it now for having played so much in such a short period of time, and the fact that my campaign has now come to an end. But yeah, it's something I will definitely go back and replay again. And if you are, interested, feel free to watch more of the videos, and let me know what you think if you bought it. I mean, if it's your first Mount & Blade game, I'll be really interested. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all next time. Bye for now. Almost forgot to say, is now going to be a bit of a montage of some of my most glorious kills from the game that I happen to have recorded. So I hope you enjoy that.
Shield wall! Die! Come on!